Now it's my absolute privilege to introduce this next person. Not only are they a member of the Round Table, they were also school captain this year at Nhulunbuy High School. It's been a privilege to work with you. Ben Angsman, take it away.
The lease is nearing its end, and mining for bauxite will not last forever. At this crossroads, Nhulunbuy is faced with a choice. Will it adapt to new industries and businesses, or will it fade to a shadow of what it used to be? Many businesses, such as Rio, are preparing for the handover, for when the lease eventually ends. But some businesses have chose another route, have chose to adapt to this change. One such industry is ELA, and Gulmuch have partnered up to do a miraculous thing, something unseen anywhere else in Australia. They plan to build Australia's first commercial spaceport. With the support of the government and developing East Arnhem Land, they plan at the Gululaka Peninsula to build a site where rockets can be launched and used for commercial benefit. This will allow Gulmuch to diversify away from mining and into a more environmentally sustainable future. There have been some criticisms of this project, from YouTube comments saying, why are we allowing this to happen, to other sources declaring there has not been enough communication with the Indigenous people. This has been addressed by Gulmuch Corporation through them means, as they are an Indigenously owned and run organisation, they believe they have been consulted enough and they're a major partner in this project. But to the youth of Nhulunbuy, who at this crossroads feels like the future is bleak, who feels like they won't be able to get a job in the future, who feels helpless. But with projects such as the ELA Gulmuch Spaceport, they feel something else. NASA, through One Giant Leap Australia, visited. There was Tom Baker, Todd Barber, and Susie Finlay, three major members of NASA, two of them being Todd and Tom being leaders in the Cassini probes and other such probes at the NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and Susie Finlay, who is the oldest serving member at NASA. This was amazing. The ABC was kind enough to crop me out of this photo, but imagine being a child thinking that the township's going to die in a few years, you're going to leave, you're going to get educated, and you'll never come back. But then NASA arrives to a town in the middle of nowhere. NASA informs you and tells you you can do what you want because they did the impossible. They landed on the moon. So how hard would it be for Gove to grow into new industries, to diversify? The conversations I had with students around that school that day was one of hope, one of a better future, one away from mining, and one where we're cutting edge leaders. The knowledge that Gove won't fade into obscurity, the knowledge that Gove will be there in the future, is a powerful message to the youth, where they're not planning to leave, but they're planning to stay, to see how they can change the future of Gove. This is amazing. My original project was to get to the first launch, to bring youth from around the area to the first launch, but they have moved it back for symbolic reasons, to launch the first payload with something instead of an early launch this year. The first launch is coming. The future has arrived. Gove will mix science with culture and be a leading centre, hopefully, for space in Australia and possibly the world. Thank you.